If you're tired of your smoke detector beeping in the middle of the night, and if you have a number of them, it goes crazy. So I'm going to show you how to replace the battery with a tiny power supply. You probably have one of these. If it's 9 volts, you can use it directly. And I'll show you how to take it apart and get the power supply out of it and put it inside your smoke detector and replace the battery. If you don't have one of these, you can order one on eBay, and this is what they look like. This is a 9 volt power supply that costs about $2, less than the price of a 9 volt battery. And I'll show you how to install that in your smoke detector. It's basically the same thing. So to start with, you'll need some tools. So here are the tools you'll need. And a soldering iron. You just need a flat metal piece. This is a bicycle wrench, but you can use anything that's fairly flat and a few inches long. Then needle nose pliers, a pair of diagonal pliers to cut the wire, and a wire stripper. That's all that's needed. It's pretty easy. Okay, first thing we're going to do is open the smoke detector. Let's take the battery out of it first. Okay, we don't need this anymore. See, it's already squeaking because it doesn't have a battery and it's not connected to power. This only works for smoke detectors that are wired into your 120 volts AC. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is take the cover off this. And you do that by prying on the edge here in 3 different spots, and then the cover comes off. I've already taken that cover off, so it'll be a little bit harder when you're doing it. Okay, so here's the inside of the smoke detector. What we're going to do is close this battery box here, and we're going to install this AC to DC converter right in there. So the first step is to attach some leads using a soldering iron. I've already done that, and these the wires that I used for this came from an adapter that I didn't need, so I just cut that and added a couple of inches of wire. And so now that we have that, we're ready to install it. What we're going to do is connect it to where the battery was connected. You can just follow the battery connections, and there are 2 right there and there are 2 over there. And I'm going to do that right now off camera, and we'll resume in a second here. Okay, here you can see the AC to DC converter installed in the battery compartment, and the 2 wires, I have them red and white, going from the AC input to the neutral and line connections right here. And then the DC connections are right here, plus 9 volts, and ground right there. So there are 4 wires to connect all together. And that does it. It's finished, and now you'll never have to replace a battery again. Again, this only works for smoke detectors that are designed for 120 volts AC and wired in. There's a connector on the back right here, and that connects to 120 volts. So you'll have to use cement to glue the top back on again. But other than that, you're all done, and you're ready to reinstall your smoke detector without the battery. Have fun.